Yo, what up, homegirls? It's HD back with the locker room. Um, uh, we got the playoffs, man. We got the playoffs. We gotta talk about the playoffs, man. Um, right in front of us, we got the bracket. We got the bracket out here. Um, you can see everything it looks like. Um, I like to start with the AFC just because it's on the left, and it's just left to right. Let me share this link. Copy. Um, cool. We'll see if anybody wants to join in. Um, come see what we chatting about. Um, it's probably better if we start here. Go with the standings, just kind of see how the outside guys looking in. So how we got it? AFC 1 is the Jags, 2 Browns, 3 Broncos, 4 shout out to A Rod, the Jets at 8 and 9, sub 500. We love to see that. Ravens with the great overtime win with their life on the line at 5. Number 6 is the Colts, who also had to fight their way in against the Texans, and then the Raiders. Um, I think he had to win because worst case, yeah, because you had to have 10 wins to get in, and if he would have lost, that would have left room for nobody. I think he was in regardless. It looks like, because the Steelers and the Ravens played, and then I guess if he would have lost instead of 7, he probably still would have been 7. Honestly, he might have made it regardless. But the Steelers had to play the Ravens in Week 18. The Texans also had to play the Colts in Week 18, for both the wild card games, or the wild card slots. So it was actually the Ravens Steelers game was actually really good. Like I said, down to the wire, went to overtime. Mark played his fucking ass off. DK is obviously a great player. In my mind, he's a defensive coach. You gave him the Steelers defense. It just adds up. I think if I think Ritter wasn't bad. He didn't complain too much about him either. Um, it's like the numbers aren't bad. Like honestly, this isn't even like one of the best seasons. Like that's just kind of how Madden's been. Um, 4,700 yards, 47 touchdowns, 16 picks. I don't know why he went away from Rodgers. I mean, maybe did he get hurt? Like maybe it was just time to move on. I mean, accuracies are good, throw powers, 90. I guess if you're gonna, he's already like Ritter's already 26. He's literally Aaron Rodgers. You benched Aaron Rodgers for Aaron Rodgers. Um, he's 26. I mean, there's not much development left. I don't even think he used Aaron Rodgers after he took over the team. Yeah, once he took over the team, he doesn't even play. Kneel outs. That's it. Um, he came in this blowout loss, but yeah. So, Rodgers going out sad. Um, it is what it is. He wanted mobility. I guess I feel like I want to say there were young options out there. I mean, realistically, we can look. If we do free agents and we do quarterbacks, I mean, who's out here? Like, I feel like you're better off getting a guy down here. Like, at least like DTR is 25. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's got promise. I don't actually. I think his throw power is weak. Like, you kind of want a guy with throw power and a little bit of mobility. Like, DTR wouldn't have been bad. You gotta get his accuracies up a little bit. You gotta get the accuracy up a little bit. But I mean, it's there. Mason Rudolph's already 30. Who's this guy? He's a 58 overall. Don't look at him. I guess he took the best guy available. Especially like kind of looking with the throw power. So I guess Desmond Ritter's a good call. Fun fact, he was on my practice squad. That's the second player that DK took from me to have success. Just saying. Um, so anyway, with AFC being how it is, we got some good matchups, honestly. I feel like the only matchup that doesn't line up, obviously, is Jets Ravens because Mark and A-Rod have there's no history. Um, there's just like nothing links A-Rod and Mark together. Um, if we go to 2-7, one, the Raiders already beat the Browns this year. The last person to beat the Browns was the Raiders, I believe. Win. Last person to beat the Browns was the Raiders week 12. Shador, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, 67%, 300 yards. Geno Smith was 73%, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. So a lot of turnovers that game. Genty went nuts, 21 for 187. Judkins is no slouch, no slouch, obviously 18 for 95 and 2 touchdowns. David Njoku for 151. Dude, I love seeing David Njoku. He gets me fucking going, man. And then Tucker here at 117. Nothing really stands out. This was actually just like a really good defensive game. Red zone. Beast wants to do a little better going in for the red zone here. And also on third downs. SP Dot just really beating them on third downs in the red zone. I mean, in the red zone, obviously, you got to get points. I mean, 4 for 6 ain't bad, I guess. But he went 5 for 6. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of happens. He still ended up getting the win. But it's just like, you probably could have won by more than 7 had you were better statistically on third downs in the red zone and not turning the ball over. So, as for the Browns, completion percentage stands out to me. You have the yards, but you don't have the touchdowns for Shador. Although you did have 3 on the ground, 2 with Judkins and 1 with Shador. Again, turnovers. Turnovers make a big difference. Also, getting sacked. They gave up 2 sacks. They also got a sack. It was really just like it's just a really good fucking like when 2 fucking trains collide. Cause like they're not defensive gurus, man. They're just dudes trying to play football. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a really good matchup. I don't know how this shakes out. Shador was a huge part of SPDOT's problem, personally. For him personally, like he had an issue with Shador. But since that Raiders game, he's only thrown 3 picks. He's got his touchdowns up there. Oh, shit. Excuse me for yawning. 2 games with perfect completion percentage or passer rating. I finished off the season with over 100. So Shador looks like to be playing a lot better. And it's just I don't know if we're gonna get that same game we did then. I feel like Beast is playing better than he was 6 weeks ago. I feel like SP Dot's playing better than he was 6 weeks ago. So I think this will be a close game. And I feel like it's gonna be I think it's gonna be ball control by both sides. I think you're gonna see a lot of Genty and the ball out of Geno's hand. And I think SP Dot, no matter who touches the ball, I think he just wants to stay on offense because he knows how good Beast offense could be. Um going into the next game, I love a good Fallen Greeny matchup. This really gets your nuts going, you know what I'm saying? Did they play this year? Dot has the best defense in the league. What do you mean he's a defensive guru? I mean, brother, he was turning the ball over a lot in his first couple games. Like the first half of the season, he's turning the ball over a lot. When you turn the ball over, they have short field. When they have short field, that means you have less yards to give up. When you have less yards to give up, that means you're statistically the best defense in the league. Just so you know how that goes. Although on paper, Browns got a great defense. They played week 2. I don't think this will be the same game it was in week 2, but I do have Fallen coming out on top. In my prediction. Oh, excuse me. I do have Fallen coming out on top. I think Fallen's team is a little better. And I do think Fallen is the better player of the two. Nothing against Greeny. That doesn't mean Greeny's bad. That just means Fallen's better. That's all that means. For Fallen, if you stop this guy, if you stop the running back that they keep snapping the ball to and these crazy wildcats that they run, that are called like shotgun and single back and stuff, he averages 10 carries a game. He hasn't had less than 10 carries since week 8. So definitely you have to contain Anthony Richardson. Hasn't thrown a pick since week 9. But his passing touchdowns are low. Surprising enough, 33 is low. If you can stop Anthony Richardson, I think you can stop the Colts offense. In my professional opinion. Because yes, he has Jonathan Taylor. But look at Jonathan Taylor. He's got 4 games over 100 yards. But he's so inconsistent. 14, 10, 9, 14, 6, 10, 8, 15, 7, 9, 15, 12. He doesn't know. Jonathan Taylor doesn't know what he's doing when he comes to work on Sunday. He walks in. Hey, boss, just waiting for my daily task today. Well, son, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with you because we got Anthony Richardson getting fucking more carries than you, bud. So today, just go lead block for him, you know? His quarterback averages more rushes, yards, and touchdowns than his running back. As weird as this fucking sounds, force him to run the ball with Jonathan Taylor. Crazy to say you win this game by putting the ball in Jonathan Taylor's hands. And you know what? I think the Broncos have a pretty decent enough defense to stop Jonathan Taylor. His front 3 don't look bad. What's he run, a 3 or a 4? His front 4 don't look bad. 81, 86, 81, 86. That's not bad. I feel like I just caught. Wow, that was crazy how that worked out. Linebackers could be better. But, I mean, if you don't let him get to that second level and you stick your fucking nose in there and you punch him right in the fucking mouth, you can walk out victorious. You can do it, Fallen. As for you, Greeny, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't watched a Broncos game all year, so I don't know. Run the ball with Anthony Richardson. I know he doesn't know what he's doing on Sundays, but I know that you know what you're doing on Sundays. That's running the goddamn rock with Anthony Richardson. That's what that means. Oh, what'd I do? I'm over here fucking up, fellas. Good thing there's no porn on there. All right, let's go back over here. All right. I know A-Rod's been waiting for this one, baby. We got the Jets and the Ravens. Oh, when I click it, it just goes to the Jets. Okay. Jets, Ravens. A-Rod, man. Once again. Congratulations. Not only did you make the playoffs, but you won your division. And I just want to let you know, 2 weeks ago, I called you winning the division. I said A-Rod would win those divisional games to sneak back in and take the lead. I knew the Bills couldn't do it. I knew the Patriots couldn't do it. But A-Rod, that Staten Island fucking blood in you, I knew you could get down and dirty enough to beat the fuck out of them. And take what's rightfully yours. And you own the AFC East for another 18 weeks until someone takes it from your meaty fucking claws next season. But I don't see that happening. I think you're going back to back. But right now, you're going back to Staten Island because I don't think you're getting past the Ravens. No disrespect to you, my friend. He beat you by 21 last time. Good news for you, A-Rod, is I think it'll be closer than 21. We're on the same boat here. You gotta stop me. You gotta stop Lamar. You gotta contain every play. And you gotta spy every play. When he starts rolling out, you click in R3 and you send that spy to go get Lamar. He's fast, so you better fucking get over there and you better help him out. Now, I know Derrick Henry. I know his stats look a little intimidating. But to be honest with you, I watch Mark's games. Derrick Henry he just runs like a fucking pussy. Mark Andrews has 78 receptions. He's probably got 100 targets. I mean, you see what's going on here. He's running the ball with Derrick Henry and Lamar, and he's throwing to Mark Andrews. It's probably going to be a corner route. You just got to take care of yourself, man. Under 30 picks, 6. Oh, shit. Okay, A-Rod, hold on. I was unfamiliar with your passing game this year. Okay. Somehow, some way, you have the 30th ranked pass offense with 4,500 yards and 58 touchdowns. That's interesting. Mark, for you, buddy, same thing. Justin Fields. Dude, this is going to be the game of the fucking running quarterbacks. A-Rod, man, you had a good season. Statistically, you had a good season. This week 1 game against the CPU, I know you wish you could have it back. This game against the Bengals, if that's against who I think it is, you should have won that game. You drop one to the Panthers. That's 3 CPU. 2 of the was Bengals CPU. Bengals was CPU when you played them. That's CPU. That's 2 CPU games you gotta win, and then JT. If you go, that alone gives you 11 wins. Any other game? No, you did what you're supposed to do. So that's 3 games that had you done what you were supposed to do. You are sitting at you're sitting at 11 wins. You're sitting as the 3 seed. Not much changes, but you'd play Greeny instead of Mark. And did you play Greeny this year? I feel like you and Greeny would have been a way better matchup than you and Mark. But this is the battle of the favorite teams. With that being said, I'm going to take the Ravens. Who the fuck? Who the fuck is tagging me? Use my YouTube chat because I'm a streamer. And I use my chat. All right. I think let's see how this works out. The Raiders would have, and they're the 7 seed. If he could knock out SP Dot. Again. I'm not just saying because Beast is my friend. He's already beat him 6 weeks ago. He's got to go play the Jaguars. And I know they played. I just don't remember the score. And you lost by 7. And I think the Beast we're seeing now is not the same Beast it was week 9. The week 9 Beast wasn't even the same Beast we saw week 12. Or week 11 at that point. I think week 9 is when he hit the switch because he beat Fallen in a good game. Then he blew out the Cowboys. And then he went and took out the Browns. I think if we get this matchup after this matchup, that'll be one of the best games in this playoffs. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. He still has to play the Browns. As of right now, in my opinion, I think that is going to be the best matchup of the wild card. So, I'm taking the Raiders again. They're going to have to go play in Jacksonville. And then I'm going to take Broncos-Ravens in the next matchup. You want to keep going? Let's keep going. After that, I'm taking... Wow, this sounds so biased. I'm taking the Ravens over the Broncos. And I'm taking the Raiders over the Jags. If you lose by 7, not locked in, and now you decide to turn the fuck up, I think you got a better chance. Call me biased all you want. All I can say that it's not. I'm talking football here. I'm using my brain. After that, the Raiders go to the bowl. Raiders are my pick to go to the bowl. But you got to get past the Browns. All right, going over to the NFC side. We've got a divisional matchup here. But first, let's go over the standings for the NFC. The Eagles. This also kind of helps with my case here. He beat SP Dot. He barely lost to Keyron, and he beat the Eagles. So that's why, I like when Beast plays tougher opponents, because Beast is like me, and we can play up or down to our opponents. Beast has lost games that he shouldn't even been close in. He played up to the Eagles, beat the Eagles. played up to SP Dot. He beat SP Dot. Eagles go 16-1 with that one loss to the Raiders. The Cardinals go 11-6, sealing the second seed week 16. After he beat the number 3 seeded Falcons, who have been locked in since week. I think there were 5 games left. That we won the division. And then the Vikings had to fight back. They weren't always there. I think the Bears owned it a little bit. The Lions fought back a little bit until they were completely out of it. And even the Packers. The NFC North was just, they were fighting. I know drama sounds crazy sometimes, but the NFC North is probably the most competitive, obviously within itself, for one. But two, your worst team had 7 losses or 7 wins. Now I know the East has the Eagles and the Cowboys and Commanders, but I'm just talking about within. But also with those guys, I mean, you could say they pick up his, burn slack. I like the North just because they all almost made the playoffs, and they're competitive within each other. I'm pretty sure the Eagles dominated their division. Obviously, like 6-0, but I mean like score-wise as well. Anywho, Commanders at 5, Cowboys at 6, Seahawks at 7. Seahawks almost missed. I think if the Seahawks would have lost Kenneth Walker for the season a week or 2 prior than they did, I think he'd be out of the playoffs, and you would see either the Bears or the Bucks in there. But it's not the case. So let's see how these games went for them. I think they split. The Seahawks won the first game by 14. And then the Cardinals won the second game by 7. Kyler Murray, man. This is why, right here. This is foolish. This is foolish. 7 touchdowns in a 3-score loss is one of the definitions of like stat padding, but in garbage time. So it's okay because it was in garbage time type deal. Anywho, besides the point. Two turnovers in the second matchup, 2 turnovers in the first matchup. I mean, like, he doesn't even play, like, Kyler's played decently against the Seahawks. He just can't turn the ball over. And now he's got Kenneth Walker, like, he's without Kenneth Walker. Charbonnet, he's obviously not running as well as Kenneth Walker. He's down 2 yards a carry. Surprised Kenneth Walker only has 9 touchdowns. I think if you stop Jalen Milroe, you'll be just fine. I don't think Charbonnet is a worry at all. I think if you stop Jalen Milroe, just play pass defense. I know you don't play defense at all. But here's the thing for the Cardinals. Miles is so pass happy. Obviously, you can see from his stats, he's so pass happy. If he turns the ball over, CB is going to turn this into a chew clock, just like machine. He's going to run the ball. He's going to take his drags. He's going to take his checkdowns. And he's going to run the fucking clock so the ball's not in your hands. And that's how he's going to win, by ball control. Miles, for the fucking life of you, you have to play some defense. You're statistically a bottom, probably 7 defense. I don't know how high this rushing at 18 gets you, but it ain't above 27. It can't be. You're second to last in points, second to last in totals. You're dead last in passing. Now, that could be a product of this. And the fact that you don't play defense. Miles, you got to play mistake-free football. CB, you gotta make a mistake and play ball. You gotta force him to make a mistake and play ball control. That's who wins that game. Me personally, I'm going with Miles, taking the Cardinals. And then we have my game versus Cowboys. Not really going to talk on. Obviously, believe in myself, but I know Cowboys ain't bad. I actually played a tryout game. We had a really good game. We both kind of agreed that we think this was going to be a pretty decent game. And then, finally, we always love a drama game, man. We love a drama game. We'll cover the Vikings first because drama just makes you giggle. But here's the problem. I already see a problem, and I just clicked on it. You're 28th in total yards, and you're 29th in passing against Jaden Daniels. Not good for you. What the fuck? I see a few things wrong here. One, Adam Thielen's 1 for 1 for a touchdown. Number 2, Jalen Nailor's 2 for 2, but has 2 picks. The main issue that I saw was, 1, he's only given up 7 sacks all season. That's fucking absurd. But this motherfucker said he was winning because of Kirk Cousins. He has 3 touchdowns and 3 picks, and he is not winning you no football games. Aaron Jones, 40 yards shy of 1,000 yards. I like to see Jordan Mason getting the ball. He was pretty good last year for the 49ers. I like that drama's getting him involved. Kind of like, how old's Aaron Jones? He's got to be, yeah, he's probably going to fall off this offseason. You're kind of getting him ready to go. Ty Chandler is a pretty decent, running back 3-2 backup guy. I would personally trade a third for him, but I have running backs. So, always good to see Jetta's 12 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. TJ Hockenson always hit that 1K and has 12 touchdowns as well. Drama, you got, this is going to sound like a repeat. You got to force Q. Like, this is just how it's going to work when the team's better and the coach is better. You got to make a stop, and you got to control, and you got to get points. That's how you're going to beat Q. When I played Q, he brought all of his guys down. He stacked the box. He's daring you to pass it. Pass it. I promise he leaves shit open. Quick shit, all that good stuff. He's loading the box. You're going to get shit outside. You're going to get shit quick. That's how I beat him. With Kirk Cousins, Godspeed. As for Q, Mr. Q, just do what you've been doing. I mean, it's drama. Just do what you've been doing. You should be able to take care of drama. If it was anybody else, it'd be a little different for drama, like for drama's matchup. The only advantage he really has is it's in mini. But Q, you just gotta play your game, and you really don't fuck up. That's really it. I mean, I don't have much. You're what, 12-5? What are you, 13-4? I am one of those losses. Just throwing it out there, but you'll be fine. That's really it. We'll cover the Cowboys and Falcons seasons just because I'm not going to go over the game. He won 11-6, 3-3 in the division. I think he beat Burn twice, and then he beat the Commanders. And then the Commanders beat him, and he lost the Eagles twice. So you could say he's holding his own if you don't look at it that way. You just see 3-3. He's got a 12,000 value offense and a 4,000 value defense. I guess Micah Parsons really does fucking change some shit, huh? Joe Milton, though. Hell of a season. 38-3. 2,800 yards. When do you take over? Week 7. He's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-2. 99 throw power, man. Joe Milton. Sometimes don't you just wish that there was somebody that didn't give a fuck that owned their team? I would have 1,000% traded for Joe Milton. Accuracies aren't bad for a guy that's been on the bench for fucking 3 years. He's 25. Development's going to be... Development, I don't think development will be bad, especially because you used him this year. He's a 76 star. I think he'll be all right. I'm honestly a big fan of his receiving core. Obviously, CeeDee Lamb is the guy, but I don't know why. He got drafted by the Steelers. I think he's a total fucking dickbag. But I love George Pickens' game as a receiver. They both almost had 20 touchdowns. So, I mean, he spreads the ball around. Or at least he shares the ball. He shares the ball. That's what he does. Jaden Blue almost got 1,000 receiving yards. That's not a... Is that who I think it is or no? No, he's a rookie. Is this a guy from Texas? It is. I watched this guy in real life. He wasn't bad. I liked him. 94 speed. Oh, he's actually nice. Why is he using Javonte Williams over him? He's got a good piece. As for the defense, I mean... Can I do depth chart here? What's the defense look like? Kenny Clark, obviously, from the Micah trade. This Donovan guy is an 82 superstar. 21 years old. He is going to be good, especially if you put AR into him. You can put AR to his power move. Play rec, awareness. That'll probably get him up to like an 85, 86, honestly, probably. The right side doesn't look too great. Not too worried about Dante Fowler either. He's about to be 31. This Cowboy, I mean, I think he'll be alright. He's got a young core. The linebacking core is, look at those ages. That is great. He's got a good defense to build. I know the value is low, but he's got a good piece to build off of here. Only 3 fumbles here. Joe Milton's only taken 7 sacks in, what was it? 10 games, 11 games. So, Cowboys is playing good, though. Was his last loss to Beast? Or no. It was to Neff week 14. And then the Eagles, and then Beast. Yeah, man. Shout out to Cowboys, man. New user coming in, going 11-6, and obviously having to deal with Q and the Eagles. Burn not so much. I don't know what Burn's doing. He's got his squad. Jackson Dart's promising. I don't think the Giants are bad. Scatterbo, I mean, he's not deadly fast, but he's someone that can be developed. You got Malik Neighbors. You got Brian Burns and Kayvon. You got pieces. You gotta win some goddamn games. As for the Falcons, we were 9-2 at one point, 9-3. Once we clinched, the only game we really played was the Cardinals game. And once that got out of hand, kind of just, it is what it is. Ended up being 10-7. We're trying to play for that Commanders game, but Drama sucks and lost to a team out of the playoffs, so he's a fucking scrub and ruins everything. I think Penix had an alright year. Want to cut the touchdowns down. We got sacked 26 times, but you got to take sacks when you're not really trying to turn the ball over as much. That only works so much, obviously. 72% completion percentage. Almost 6,000 yards. I didn't even know what he was at. I think this might be the first cycle in fucking forever that I like didn't just fucking follow the stats through the whole season until it got towards the end. 1,000 rushing yards for Bijan, 13 touchdowns, 7 touchdowns for Sanders and Penix. 5 1,000-yard receivers, tight end, 3 receivers, and a running back. They all got 10 touchdowns. Besides Bijan, he's only got 5. Defensively, I really like my core. Like James Pierce having 11 sacks, Jalen Walker. We had a decent year for the division we're in and how we played. Could have been better. Should have been better, honestly. Shouldn't have took our foot off the gas once we clinched. But at the same time, why stress if you don't have to? We're gonna play whoever's in front of us. We don't give a fuck who it is. And now it's the Cowboys. So, for the NFC side, I'm gonna take Cardinals, Commanders, and I'm gonna take myself for the sake of it. Obviously, Q gets stuck going to the Eagles. Good chance he's getting blown out. Rematch between Cardinals and Falcons. Taking myself, Avi. I'm gonna go to the champ game, and then Eagles. We'll probably get Eagles Raiders matchup again in the Super Bowl. So that'll do it. Another locker room by myself. I'm gonna go play the fucking Cowboys, and